Peace be upon you, my dear sisters in faith. Today, let us reflect upon the beautiful ways Allah shows His mercy and prepares our hearts for the blessings He intends for us. Sometimes before Allah bestows a great favor, He sends subtle signs to guide, reassure, and prepare us. If a woman pays attention to her heart and life, she will notice these signs that a great blessing is on its way. 1. A feeling of peace in the heart. You may begin to feel a deep calm within, even when the world around you is turbulent. Your heart feels lighter, your mind clearer, and your prayers seem easier. This is Allah preparing you emotionally and spiritually, showing that something good is near. When your heart is at peace, it is often a signal that Allah is about to open a door of immense joy in your life. 2. Opportunities begin to appear. You will notice opportunities that you couldn't have imagined before. Perhaps a chance at work, a connection with the right people, or a door that suddenly opens when you thought it was closed. Allah's blessings often come wrapped in opportunities, and a wise heart recognizes them. Do not ignore these signs. They are the universe guided by Allah moving in your favor. 3. People start valuing you more. When Allah intends something great for a woman, He raises her respect among people. You might notice that others begin to seek your advice, compliment you more sincerely, or show trust and kindness in ways that were not there before. This is a reflection of your inner value shining, and Allah is signaling that good things are on the horizon. 4. A shift in perspective. Suddenly, life's challenges start to feel manageable. You notice that you are more patient, resilient, and hopeful than before. Your mindset shifts from worry to trust, from doubt to certainty. This internal transformation is Allah's way of preparing you for the responsibility and magnitude of the blessing that is about to arrive. 5. Gratitude becomes effortless. You begin to appreciate even the small things more. Gratitude flows naturally from your heart, and every little favor feels significant. This is a sign that Allah is preparing your heart to receive a greater gift. When you are grateful for little, the bigger blessings will be recognized and cherished even more. 6. Relief from past burdens. A weight you have carried for years might begin to lift. Old worries, regrets, or burdens that have troubled your heart suddenly feel lighter or even disappear. This cleansing of your heart and mind is Allah's way of making space for the new, beautiful chapter He intends to write in your life. 7. Strengthened faith and connection to Allah. Finally, one of the clearest signs is that your faith strengthens. You find yourself praying more sincerely, trusting more deeply, and relying on Allah like never before. Your connection with Him becomes your source of strength, joy, and hope. This spiritual elevation is the greatest indicator that Allah is about to bless you with something transformative. My sisters, Allah tests, prepares, and blesses in ways beyond our imagination. These signs may seem small, subtle, or even ordinary, but if we pay attention, they point to the extraordinary blessings that Allah has planned for us. Never lose hope. Always remain patient and trust in His wisdom. A blessing is not only about what you receive, it is also about the person Allah shapes you into while preparing that blessing. Remember, when these signs appear, cherish them. Hold on to your faith and keep your heart open. The best is yet to come, and Allah's plan is always greater than our dreams. Signs of preparation. Allah prepares a woman's heart, mind, and circumstances before granting a big blessing, which may include peace, opportunities, respect, and relief from past burdens. When Allah intends to bless a woman with something great, He begins by preparing her in ways that are subtle yet profound. These signs may not always be obvious at first, but for those who have a heart that pays attention, they become unmistakable. One of the first ways this preparation shows itself is through a deep sense of peace within her heart. Life may still present challenges, but there is a newfound calm that cannot be shaken easily. It is as though her heart, which may have been heavy with worry or uncertainty, now feels lighter. She begins to notice that prayers feel more meaningful, that her supplications reach her in ways that bring comfort, and that her trust in Allah strengthens naturally. This tranquility is no coincidence. It is a gift from Allah, a gentle signal that something good is on the horizon. Alongside this inner peace, opportunities start appearing in her life that she may not have seen before. Doors that seemed permanently closed begin to open. She may find herself in situations where the right people come into her life at the right time, where her efforts are met with unexpected encouragement, or where a long-awaited chance suddenly becomes possible. These opportunities are not random. They are the way Allah moves in her favor, guiding her toward the blessing He has prepared. The key is awareness. It requires attentiveness to recognize that what is happening is not mere coincidence, but a reflection of divine wisdom and preparation. In addition to these signs, she may notice that people around her begin to value her more. She may find that others seek her advice, show respect, or offer trust in ways that were not common before. These changes in social interactions are subtle reminders from Allah that she is being prepared to receive something significant. Respect and trust are not just external validations, they reflect the growing strength, character, and integrity that Allah is nurturing within her. The people around her mirror the transformation occurring in her own heart. Another sign of preparation is a shift in perspective. Challenges that once seemed overwhelming begin to feel manageable. She develops patience and resilience naturally, and situations that might have triggered anxiety now inspire reflection and hope. This shift is not instantaneous, it is gradual, almost imperceptible at first, but it signifies that Allah is preparing her mind and heart for the responsibilities and joy that accompany a great blessing. The ability to navigate life's ups and downs with grace is a critical part of being ready to receive the favor that Allah has destined for her. Relief from past burdens is another profound indicator. Old worries, regrets, and emotional weights that may have troubled her for years begin to lift. Sometimes it happens suddenly, sometimes slowly, but she notices a sense of lightness and release. This cleansing process is essential because a heart that is cluttered with past pain or resentment cannot fully receive new blessings. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, clears the path so that the forthcoming favor can be embraced fully and appreciated deeply. Finally, gratitude becomes effortless. She finds herself noticing and valuing the small blessings that she may have overlooked before. This growing sense of thankfulness is a preparatory tool from Allah. When a person is grateful for little, they are ready to embrace much. Gratitude opens the heart and aligns it with the divine flow of mercy, ensuring that when the great blessing arrives, it is received with awareness, humility, and joy. These signs, the inner peace, the emerging opportunities, the increased respect from others, the shift in perspective, relief from past burdens, and the effortless gratitude are all indications that Allah is orchestrating something beautiful. They are gentle reminders that nothing happens in isolation and that divine timing is perfect. For a woman who is observant and reflective, recognizing these signs brings comfort, reassurance, and a renewed sense of hope. It teaches patience, strengthens faith, and builds resilience, all while preparing her to fully receive the great blessing that is coming. The truth is, Allah's preparation is often more significant than the blessing itself, for it shapes the heart and mind to match the favor He has destined. The signs are not just markers of what is coming, they are gifts in themselves, shaping her character, strengthening her faith, and guiding her toward a life that is aligned with divine wisdom. When she notices these signs and embraces them with gratitude and patience, she is already experiencing a taste of the immense favor that Allah is about to bestow. Spiritual readiness, strengthened faith, Gratitude and patience are indicators that Allah is readying her spiritually to receive and value the forthcoming blessing. When Allah is about to bless a woman with something significant, one of the most profound ways He prepares her is by strengthening her spiritually. This readiness is not always visible externally, but it manifests deeply within her heart, her thoughts, and her actions. Allah begins by nurturing a sincere connection between her and Him. She finds herself turning to Him more naturally, not out of obligation, but out of love and reliance. Her prayers carry a depth they may not have had before. Her du'as become more heartfelt, and she begins to feel that Allah is closer than ever, listening attentively to every word, every silent plea, and every whisper of hope from her heart. This growing closeness is no coincidence. It is Allah preparing her soul to receive a blessing in a way that is both grateful and mindful. As her faith strengthens, patience becomes a natural part of her being. Life is full of challenges, and even small trials can feel heavy, yet she finds herself handling difficulties with a calm and trusting heart. She begins to understand that delays, hardships, and setbacks are not punishments, but part of Allah's divine wisdom guiding her toward the ultimate good that He has in store. This patience is essential because a great blessing often requires a heart that can remain steadfast, hopeful, and trusting in the unseen. Allah is, in essence, training her heart to remain steady amidst life's storms so that when the blessing arrives, she can embrace it fully without fear, anxiety, or doubt. Gratitude becomes a cornerstone of her life during this preparation. She begins to notice the little things she may have previously overlooked, the warmth of a sunny morning, the kindness of a stranger, or the quiet moments of peace in her day. Every small favor becomes a reminder of Allah's mercy, and this gratitude opens her heart to receiving greater favors. When a person is able to appreciate the small blessings, the greater ones that are about to arrive will not be taken for granted. Allah prepares her heart to be thankful, for a heart filled with gratitude is the most deserving of His generous gifts. At the same time, her reliance on Allah grows stronger. She learns to let go of excessive worry about outcomes, to release the illusion that she can control everything, and to place her trust fully in the one who knows best. This trust is a sign that her heart is being aligned with divine wisdom. It allows her to navigate life with confidence, knowing that whatever comes, it is part of a plan far greater than her understanding. When the blessing arrives, she will not only receive it, but also recognize it for the divine gift it truly is, because her perspective has been shaped by faith and trust. Another subtle sign of spiritual readiness is the desire for self-improvement. She begins to examine her character, habits, and intentions with honesty and humility. She strives to purify her heart, remove negativity, and develop qualities that are pleasing to Allah. This inner work is crucial because blessings are not merely material or external, they are tied to the spiritual maturity of the recipient. Allah prepares her heart so that the favor she receives will not only bring joy but also draw her closer to Him. This process may involve overcoming flaws, forgiving past hurts, and embracing patience, empathy, and sincerity. Each effort she makes is part of the preparation for the greater gift to come. Faith, patience, gratitude, trust, and self-improvement all work together to create a heart that is fully prepared for divine blessings. These signs of spiritual readiness are transformative in themselves. They shape her character, elevate her soul, and provide her with resilience and wisdom that will serve her throughout life. When she notices these changes within herself, it is a reassurance that Allah is preparing her for something extraordinary. Ultimately, this spiritual readiness is about alignment, aligning the heart, mind, and soul with the will of Allah. It is about becoming the kind of person who can recognize, appreciate, and utilize the blessings that Allah has planned. The inner transformation that occurs during this period is as important as the blessing itself. By strengthening her faith, cultivating gratitude, developing patience, and relying fully on Allah, she becomes not only deserving of the blessing, but also capable of carrying it with wisdom and grace. Allah's preparation through spiritual readiness ensures that when the moment arrives, the blessing is received with a heart that is grateful, a mind that is aware, and a soul that is aligned. It is a reminder that before every great favor, there is an even greater work being done within, shaping a woman into the best version of herself, ready to embrace the divine gift that is about to change her life. Trust in Allah's plan, recognizing and appreciating these signs encourages trust, hope, and reliance on Allah, reminding her that His timing and plan are perfect. One of the most essential signs that Allah is about to bless a woman with something extraordinary is the development of complete trust in His plan. Trust is not something that happens overnight. It is a journey that begins with small moments of reliance and grows. As a woman observes how Allah guides her through life, she begins to realize that no matter how uncertain circumstances may appear, there is a greater wisdom behind every event. When she faces setbacks or delays, instead of despairing, she pauses and reminds herself that Allah's timing is perfect and His knowledge encompasses all things. This trust is a profound preparation because it allows her to accept life as it comes, knowing that everything is part of a divine design far beyond her understanding. Trusting Allah also changes the way she perceives challenges and difficulties. What once may have felt like misfortune or failure begins to be seen as a stepping stone or a lesson. She starts to recognize that Allah is not just preparing her for a blessing in material terms, but also nurturing her heart, mind, and soul so that she can fully appreciate it when it arrives. This trust transforms worry into hope, fear into patience, and anxiety into contentment. She learns to rely on Allah rather than solely on her own efforts, understanding that her role is to strive sincerely and leave the outcomes to Him. Another aspect of trust is patience with the process. When Allah is about to bestow something great, it often comes after a period of waiting. The waiting is not meaningless, it is a period of growth, reflection, and preparation. The woman notices that her patience strengthens naturally, and she learns to endure moments of uncertainty with dignity. She no longer feels the need to force outcomes or control situations beyond her capacity. Instead, she surrenders to the divine wisdom, knowing that Allah's plan is always better than her own. This patience is a vital sign that she is ready for the significant blessing that is approaching. Alongside patience, she develops resilience. Life's ups and downs no longer shake her faith because she has learned that setbacks do not mean abandonment by Allah. She begins to see that each twist and turn is a part of a carefully planned journey. Her trust allows her to remain hopeful and optimistic, even when circumstances seem bleak. This resilience is not built in comfort but in moments of struggle, and it is a key indicator that Allah is preparing her to handle the responsibilities and opportunities that come with a great blessing. A crucial part of this trust is letting go of comparisons and envy. When a woman truly trusts in Allah's plan, she stops measuring her progress against the lives of others. She realizes that her journey is unique and tailored specifically for her. She understands that what Allah has destined for someone else is not meant for her, and what is meant for her will arrive at the perfect time. This acceptance brings peace and contentment, and it prevents distraction, jealousy, or despair. In this way, trust acts as a shield, protecting her heart and mind so she can focus on her own growth and blessings. Trust also encourages gratitude in ways that are deep and meaningful. When she believes in Allah's plan, she can be grateful not only for the blessings she has received, but also for those she has yet to receive. Every moment, every trial, and every opportunity is viewed as part of the divine design. Gratitude combined with trust creates a heart that is patient, hopeful, and ready to embrace the magnitude of the blessing that is approaching. It aligns her expectations with reality in a way that is harmonious and fulfilling. Ultimately, trust in Allah's plan is about surrendering to His wisdom with complete conviction. It is about understanding that delays, difficulties, and uncertainties are not obstacles, but rather part of the preparation for something greater. When a woman notices this trust growing within her, it is a powerful sign that Allah is about to open a door of immense favor and blessing. Her heart, mind, and soul are being aligned to recognize, accept, and fully appreciate the gift that is coming. This trust transforms her perspective, strengthens her character, and prepares her to step into a future filled with divine. When these signs of trust appear, patience, resilience, surrender, contentment, and gratitude, they are reminders that Allah is meticulously planning every detail of her life. She is being guided, shaped, and readied for a blessing that will bring not only joy and comfort, but also spiritual growth and closeness to her Creator. Trust, in essence, becomes the bridge between preparation and the blessing itself, allowing her to step into the gift with a heart that is pure, ready, and filled with unwavering faith.